So I reiterate here, the bill is dead.
The story of this great city is about the years before this night. We are free!
Hey everybody, welcome to a new episode of Ho Ho Hong Kong. I'm sitting here with a brown man who is not Vivek. Vivek is not here. I don't know if you know that.
It is I, younger Vivek.
Oh yes, and this guy doesn't know yet that to wait for his cue, but we'll teach him.
Better facial hair.
Ishan, why is... okay, I'm sitting here with Ishan Arif, my co-host for Ho Ho Hong Kong.
This is technically my first episode.
Yes, officially.
Welcome
on board.
I'm very excited.
I am not, but that's fine.
It's all downhill from here.
It was already downhill. It's going to go underground with you.
I don't think it's a good sign that we start recording this episode and start like fucking pissing down.
Actually, it's clearing out as we're talking right now. So maybe things are good. But like, we need to explain first why Vivek is not here. What happened to Vivek today?
I think two things happened to him last week.
Yeah.
He got pink eye.
Yeah.
While he was on a minibus.
Yeah.
And then he missed his stop. And I don't know where he lives now. It's somewhere really far away.
I'm pretty sure it's Shenzhen.
I think so. Do minibuses go to Shenzhen?
Well, if they have Vivek on them, they do. Exactly. The one Vivek took, it ended up... Yeah. That's why he's sending me on WeChat now. He's a completely different man.
Oh, no.
But this is why Vivek...
He loses one podcast and has to move to China.
Yeah, exactly. Apparently, there is like a little resort thing in Shenzhen called Silver Beach. Have you heard of that?
Oh, that's too far for me.
No, but Silver Beach apparently is like where like the English teachers retire, and it's like a little hack of like sitting on the living on the beach for like $800 a month, 800 RMB a month. It's like dirt cheap.
Oh,
and like super nice.
If he has to pay that amount.
So Vivek lives there now. Rest in peace. We'll never see him again. We don't use VPN because
I am the Vivek now.
Yeah, you're the Vivek now. How do people find you online?
etrips_ on Instagram. That's all I have. We are working on a public Instagram soon.
Yep.
But I'm going on fucking holiday this week, so
no one cares. We're gonna bring on the guest. All right, guess someone actually interesting instead of Ishan just telling us it was his dumb holiday. I hope you get a 3-day delay on your flight, and then end up with just like 4 days holiday, and then you.
The more time I'm apart from you, the better.
I agree with that. All right, George Fleming. George, thanks for joining us, man.
Nice to be here.
That is you. Okay, people already know who you are from the title, but God Balls is your main thing.
That's right.
And you and Ishan have known each other from God Balls as well.
Yeah, very recently, actually.
Correct. Yeah,
but we just quickly realized it's such a Hong Kong thing. We have like 500 different mutual friends.
Yeah.
The classic.
And it's surprising that you live close by and you work close by, but we've never actually seen each other or hung out before. Now you know where I live, which is scary for me.
He's a big boy too.
He is a big boy. Yeah.
George, you are one of the... I just met you today, so you are one of the brains behind God Balls, is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. One of the co-founders.
Okay, so. How many of y'all?
There was 3 of us originally. There's actually a team of 4 of us now. That are all the operations behind the show.
Yeah.
But then our actual team of say performers and everything like that is plus maybe 10 or 15 more people on the actual event day. But yeah, no, we've been rolling for a few years now, but there's a small team that will sort of get together and put together these.
Yeah, I just want to say, you say a small team. One of the reasons I wanted to have George on very soon, and now I'm very happy that it's my first episode. I'm gonna keep mentioning that's my first episode.
I'm gonna mute every time you say that.
One of the big reasons I wanted to have George on very quickly, because you just finished God Balls 10 days ago.
We did.
And it was my first, experience of God Balls. I just want to say, I'm super impressed. You say a small team, but I was just blown away by the production, the way everyone seemed to be vibing, everyone seems to have fun. I didn't see anyone get hurt. I did see a bunch of people throw up in the bathroom, but they came back and started drinking again.
Isn't it like open bar?
Sure. Can't be sure that was our event.
Yeah.
So no. I mean, we that's very kind and great to have you in the mixer for that first one. I think Yeah, I mean, where it is now for us, like we're super happy with, say, like the production and the actual setup of that room is amazing. But it's been like a long journey to get to that point.
Yeah, let's get through the journey. I haven't been, like, I kind of have a good idea of what it is. I was told in the beginning, and maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, I was told at the beginning it's a very, like, white people event. So, and that's why I'm like, I was, as a non-whitey, I was like, I don't know if I want to go. So you go for it.
Well, this is funny. We get this a lot from sometimes different people being like, oh, it's a white person or expert event. And then if you actually, when you come to it, we feel, I mean, we definitely do have like a big expat community, and like it started with our mates. When we first got it going, it was like, right, we're going to invite all of our friends, basically 200 mates in the room. And then from that, it grew, and it was like each time it got bigger and bigger.
Right.
But we really don't want to be that in the future, as in like we want to try and be as broad as possible.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, this month I think there was a good range. I did see the ladies I was sitting next to was very like local crowd.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that was going on, they didn't know what was going on. They were very confused. They seemed to be having fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess like our whole team is British, or so that maybe leans into like more British banter, and the music that we play, we try to, I guess, do it pretty broad, but I guess you could say the music is also reflective of like the old bangers from the 80s,
of course,
like Top of the Pops,
bangers after bangers.
Walk us through just like the rundown, like what's the skeleton of every event?
Well, we come up, so every single show is a different theme.
Right.
I think there's like lots of different ways of what our night is around the world, but like for us it's a different theme each time, and we'll invite all of our guests to come dressed to that theme. So the last one was Summer of '69, which didn't necessarily mean like a 60s party, but like lots of people did come dressed as Flower Power, but we were like inviting it to be like festival kit, 60s if you wanted to, like hippie stuff,
like Woodstocky kind of vibe.
So like that is what happens every single show. We'll send out like lookbook, and then the same with our partners. So with Ishan, like we managed to work with Thunderwear for this show, which was a great like partner for us to have on the night. I thought it was a good crossover in terms of like our branding and stuff. But we tried to work with Hong Kong F&B groups. It could be brands like clothing. And we bring them on to the show. So when it is actually like a prize on the night, we play bingo as well.
I was going to say,
the night is
I'm
themed
listening
around
as like a neutral listener. I still have no idea what your guys are actually doing. So now you're saying there is a show, there is some sponsors, there is a game, there is a bingo. What the fuck is happening? Like, what is on stage?
I think that's a perfect way to describe golf balls. What the fuck is going on?
I have to take the listeners, perspective. Like, if they don't know who you are, we really need to like explain. I still have no idea so far what is going on.
I don't think you'll understand even after an hour of chatting.
I don't think even George knows what he's doing sometimes.
So I'm buying a ticket, and then what?
Okay. So the night is I guess framed around 3 rounds of bingo.
There you go. Okay.
So in the first 40 minutes when you come in, it'll be finding your seat, grabbing a drink. It's a free flow.
Right.
There's no seating plan, so just when you come in, you're making new mates.
Right.
And then essentially the show will begin. We'll tell you how to play. The rules are actually in the inside of your book, but not that people can read maybe after the first round. And then within each round there's 3 prizes. Single line, 2 lines, full house. Full house is obviously like the most, or maybe the highest value prize for that round.
Right.
Could be F&B dining vouchers.
Sure.
Could be, I don't know, I think our main prize has been like hotel staycays or stuff like that. So that's how it's set. And then in between each game, there's loads of chances to like dance. There's loads of different things, like if there's 2 winners, they're going to tie break on stage. It'll be anything from a dance off to maybe a drink. We'll try and get creative on the night. Like I think our tie breaks on the last show for summer theme were, what was it, like slow motion running with pretending to be David Hasselhoff.
Nice.
And there was also one like you had this measuring tape, and
That's
say
right.
closest to 6.9 inches
That's right.
as a tie break. That was super fun.
Right.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm actually stealing that idea for quiz tonight as a tiebreaker.
Nice.
Will be fun.
So you're just finding what the tallest person, or
No, you get a measuring tape,
Oh.
and without looking at it, you got to pull 6.9 inches.
Oh, I see. Oh,
it's
that's
brilliant.
fun. Yeah.
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 So yeah, and then in between that, we'll have like guest performers. We have like a performance team that will bring like singers, musicians, dancers, and then within that, we have our own team as well, which we work closely with, like the DJ. Benny, who's also a co-founder, is normally our DJ at the events. So there's essentially a shit ton happening the whole time.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And then like even with numbers, when we're just saying like, we're not just going to say like 88
Of course,
or like
yeah.
you know the
Yeah, yeah.
classic.
You have to make a show out of it.
yeah. It'll be some sort of gag connected to a
True.
number, and then that's maybe where people are like looking around, being like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Right.
But I like
yeah.
when you said like so much happening. But as someone who was in the audience to experience that the first time, it didn't feel overwhelming. You know what I mean? It didn't feel like, oh, I need to be doing something. It was just super fun. It was really nice. One of my favorite parts about the bingo is as soon as someone shouts bingo, you go and collect their card. But if they're wrong, you publicly shame them. There's like a shame chair, which I love.
Yeah, you roast them a bit.
Where you've never seen a crowd turn so quickly.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah. Everyone's like dancing,
Yeah.
and suddenly, boo, get on the fucking stage.
Where if they make it to the stage and they're wrong, like big trouble.
Boo.
Right,
Big
right,
trouble.
right. Yeah.
Well, our shows back in the day that used to be in the Western Market, we were much more, I'd say, unhinged with our
Yeah, yeah,
banter.
Really?
And,
So it got like more tame, not crazier?
it's I think just we had to reel in, like drop in certain sort of swear
Sure.
words,
Yeah.
and like I think some people just got so upset when we did shame them on stage that it was like that they either left
Right.
the show or
Right.
like
no.
and like. I mean, like, I can tell you
What
guys.
did you say? Yeah, what
you
did-
guys can take a joke, but some
Yeah.
people, when there's 400 people or 800 people
Of course.
saying like, "Fuck you."
So, what did you say? Like, do you remember one of the roast? Like,
Well, I mean, like, say for example, back in the day, we did like a festival show. We would, when this person's wrong on stage, we'd be
Yeah.
like, "This is worse than finding a fucking shit outside your tent at a festival.
Right.
This is worse than someone doing whatever." And
Right.
they literally stood there like quaking on
no.
stage. I'd be like on the couch.
I love it.
saying,
Yeah.
"Fuck,"
I can
like,
also
whatever.
imagine someone's like mindset being like, "Oh, I've had such a shit day,
Right.
shit week. You know what? I'm gonna go to God Balls and forget everything." And you're just getting roasted.
yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like people will do their mates over and color in
fuck
some
them up.
things.
right, yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Oh,
Especially
no.
with like free flow,
Yeah.
people will make some interesting choices, I suppose.
Yeah.
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 And like some people, so I mean, that type of stuff does happen.
Yeah.
But ideally, the lads who are our team will check their books and
Sure.
let us know, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't even let them up to the stage and we'll,
Right,
we'll
right,
rip
right.
their book up.
I was
before they get
actually
there.
very curious on how that checking happens because you guys are so quick. I know there's certain numbers per box.
Yes.
Is that how you do it?
So basically, so say when it's like 2-line winner,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
has to be 2 in the same box. And when someone shouts they've won,
Yeah.
and then when the lads look at their page, it'll be
Yeah.
like 1 in one in the other, and then that's obviously wrong. So
Yeah.
they'll just be
Oh,
like,
okay, got it. Oh, so
cancelled.
it's super quick.
yeah, it can be super quick, but it can also be they make it up to the stage
Sure.
and then they're in for a hiding.
What I also love about that whole interaction is as soon as someone shouts bingo, you essentially get kidnapped from your table. You like yanked out of your seat and like come out of the stage. And I remember it was so funny because one of the first prizes was Thunderwear.
Yeah.
You were
For
first.
the-
You opened the night.
We opened
Nice.
the night,
Yeah.
and there were like 550 people in the
Yeah,
crowd.
we had 550 that one.
And
Holy
I was,
shit.
And I was just thinking, I go, oh, whoever wins, I'd like go up and like have a chat with them. The girl sitting next to me won. Like, what are the chances?
It
right?
sounds rigged.
It sounds rigged.
You're like, hey, so this is
Yeah,
actually
but she
my
was so
prize.
excited about it. But I remember someone just coming up and just yanking her on the chair and like pushing her to the stage.
I'm interested in the production aspect of things because I also produce live events. Do you hire execution for these shows or are you doing them in-house?
It's all in house.
Ah.
Are you talking about production, the big screen?
Yeah,
or-
yeah, and also like, things like security,
Logistics.
like logistics and all of that stuff.
So everything is done for us. I mean, we've been doing this. I think I said to you guys earlier, that was our 27th show. So like we've gone through 27 of like working out which is the best guys to work with.
Yeah.
And we have a great relationship with the security team, our audio and like lighting guy.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you're just hiring them like independently?
Hire them independently, yeah.
Is that your full-time job?
I would say last year was more full-time. This year, because we're only doing two massive shows, it's more part-time.
Right.
And then all of our jobs that we have to do to get this show to where it is split across the partners.
Oh, makes sense. What's George's full-time job? Like, what do you do?
Well, I mean, when I first came to Hong Kong, I was playing rugby.
Okay.
And then
I could have won some money if I bet
also,
on
if
that.
you don't play rugby, it's wasted, mate.
Yeah, exactly. You do like a rugby lad poster boy.
Yeah.
That's you.
Well, thank you.
It's
That's
a compliment.
it's definitely a compliment. Yeah, it's a big compliment.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to play anymore. And then I went into teaching and was doing that full time. And then it pretty much as soon as I got my PR, I exited that.
Nice.
Went full time with the events.
Yep.
And that was like just as COVID sort of hit.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it was a hard time because we actually didn't do an event for like 3 years.
Right, of course.
So, it was.
I went and I do stand up full time, and at the time in COVID, I went and got a day job. I worked for a coffee company making. They make fancy espresso machines. I'm actually really interested in coffee, so as day jobs go, it wasn't that bad. But yeah, after like so many years doing live events and comedy, now I'm sitting in an office. Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah, it was really tough. We were lucky that we managed to do some of the things in like the co-working space, not the co-working space, the co-event space in the grounds and things like that.
Oh yes.
So
we did a couple as well. We did like the lawn and the grounds and stuff. Yeah.
That's it. So we were super lucky that we could do that, and then we were just trying like lots of different things during that time, which I think obviously helped us. Learn different things about events and whatnot, but
I can imagine for you guys, despite the restrictions, Got Balls is an event. If you were at the lawn or the grounds with like the big theater, like the big stage and all of it, could be fun.
I think now where we are with our event and like how visual it is that we do have this massive screen, like for the guys that haven't been, we do have like a big 50-foot screen that we run the show through. Yeah. And it's great for us because we can activate with the partners of showing like what the brand looks like for each prize. The numbers are huge on the screen and everything like that.
Nice.
I think it'd be fine now, but at that time where our
I was curious more about at that time because there was a lot of. I remember when we were doing the stand-up shows, which obviously are like a lot trickier in terms of like attention because we're like in the open air. And then the comic is on stage. The comic thinks they're bombing because they can't hear the laughs coming through.
Yeah,
it's just like our main competition was an old lady who was playing the harmonica on the water on the overpass. So you can hear like the comics like, and then my grandma said to me, and then in the background like.
That's frustrating. I don't think I can also imagine God Balls being outdoors.
Yeah, we actually did one in Tamar Park when there was an event called like Best of British. They got us in pretty early on, and it was all good. I mean, open air is fine. It just if it's pissing it down like it is today, that's a problem.
It's always good to be indoors, but also like football club. It's like a beautiful venue.
Oh my god, it's great.
And I think everyone at football club, it felt very welcoming. It felt nice.
Their team's amazing. The F&B group that take us on are awesome. And then we have, like I said, our team is pretty big, so there should be a good vibe the whole way around the room.
Where did the title come from? Like, walk us through the origin, because you said you guys started in 2018.
Yeah.
Whose idea was it, and where did the name come from, and all of that?
So essentially, me and my best friend Ben, we'd been to a similar event in Cardiff together. He was like, we need to start this in Hong Kong.
Right.
And then that summer when we came back, we were literally on the back of a junk with some of our friends talking about this event we're going to start. And then another one of our friends, Fern, she was like, she's from Liverpool and she'd been to the similar event in Liverpool. She was like, I'm starting it as well. And then instead of us being like,
hey, what the hell? Yeah.
Let's do it together.
So that's when we joined. And to be honest, it was like maybe 6 to 8 months of just like planning what we were going to do before we actually got it off the ground. And it was all super lean startup. It was like we borrowed the co-working space of our friend's place in Wangchuk Hang.
Yeah.
We were borrowing speakers. Ben, who was one of the co-founders, had to learn to DJ. I'm not even joking. It was all like one.
You
thing
had to
after the
Google
other.
what is a bingo.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
didn't even use a machine or anything for the first time. It was
Right.
just like tick off numbers,
Random
and
numbers.
Yeah. So it was all like a very hard learning curve
Sure.
at the start, but for sure. Everything that we learned along the way has made it into like what hopefully was a smooth
Sure.
experience
It,
for you.
it
on the
really
night.
was. But I think also earlier today, just before we started recording, I was asking you what's the post-event kind of thing, and you said there's something with the photographer. Even after 27 events, there's always something that's going to go wrong, right? Like there's some things out of your control.
Yeah.
Who's the photographer and how did they fuck up? And what's their Instagram handle?
We can't. I know. I mean, I'm not going to drop that.
No.
Essentially, we lost all of our photos of the event, which is.
Oh no, that
which
is a big fuck up actually.
Yeah, it's a massive fuck up. But
Yeah.
I mean, we're lucky that we actually for this last event we did get video. We paid a videographer to capture stuff, so we've
Right.
already put that stuff out. So I guess there's going to be a lot of video content.
Yeah. No, I've
build
been
up.
seeing a lot of it. Also, another thing that really impresses me with your socials and how you guys portray the event is leading up to the event. There's so much content on Instagram where
Yes.
you're out and about in Hong Kong. I don't think anyone has not heard of Got Balls leading up to the event, at least.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's good for you guys to say. We loads of people tell us all the time we didn't know the event was on, and we're like, great.
Yeah.
But
You spent like this much for like socials ads and stuff, and they're like, never heard of you. Sorry, mate.
No, I mean we do the traditional like pay money for ads.
Of course, yeah.
But then, we'll also try and go to the partners and make video,
Sure.
and then that's like we feel is really valuable in terms
Yeah.
of trying to collaborate with social media content, and then hopefully, the communities that follow each page, you can
Of
be
course.
like, what's this?
Yeah,
What's that?
yeah.
Of
And
course,
then
yeah.
That'll turn
We
over
should
into
talk
sales.
because you guys, Ishan was telling me your biggest one is usually the Halloween one, traditionally speaking, right?
Correct.
Right. So you're leading up to the Halloween one. Like now, I suppose you're in the planning phase already, right?
We're already trying to sort out artwork and partners and
Oh, nice.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should definitely try to have you guys interrupt a comedy show and do something like, comedian on stage. And then you guys just come and
Just
disrupt
take
it a
over
bit.
the whole
Just take
room.
over. Maybe you're wearing underwear or whatever.
Loudspeakers.
Yeah. Just like turn it a complete chaos for like 5 minutes. Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah,
That would
yeah.
be fun.
I think it would be
Oh,
good.
I can do this at quizzes as well. Everyone's super serious trying to write down an answer.
Because even comedy show is still like it's quiet usually.
Yeah.
It's just one person talking. Everyone is paying attention, and then just like 5 lads just walk in and just-
Disrupt the whole
Disrupt.
event.
That would be good. Yeah, I can imagine some sort of activation where we're just.
I mean, there
plowing.
must be like, I know you said your team's quite small and quite nimble, but there must be a million ideas people are throwing at you
Yeah.
at all times. How do you filter that shit out?
As in, we try to, I guess, when we say come up with say marketing or come up with different partners, it'll be like, what do we think of this, and then from there we'll be like, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
we can't do this.
Right.
To be honest, we give anything a go. Like we always think the best sort of content we normally get is out in the street.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's also just gets so many eyeballs like turning
Sure.
around on what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're 100%. Actually, the last time we did a Halloween event, our photo shoot was just up from this street
Oh, wow.
in Taiping Shan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you would not believe the amount of people that start
Yeah, of
filming
course.
you. When
Yeah,
you're,
of course.
Because you're also like wearing wigs and being goofy.
Yeah. Well, half the lads have got their kit off, and then that's enough for them to start filming anyway.
Yeah.
Super fun.
On that Taiping Shan Street, there is like a few old neighbors, obviously, and there is one legendary guy who like is like 100 years old. He just sits on his balcony smoking.
Yeah.
And he also like him and his wife both step over the ledge sometimes and just like stand like hang their laundry or whatever, and he just badasses. I can imagine this guy just sitting there in his what is it called?
Wife beater.
The wife beater,
Yeah.
and he's just watching you guys. He's like. Nice.
Yeah.
But again, like that guy is like he's not judgmental. He's just being like, "What's happened to my
Yeah,
neighborhood?" Like,
yeah.
So you see some shit.
Oh yeah, it's in the
from
same
that
building
corner.
as Craftissimo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But on the Taiping Chan Street, like everyone is passing by, you just look up from the cake shop, and then you just see either the guy or his
Yeah.
wife. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I have.
She's also once I saw her watering her plants when it was like pissing down at like 2 a.m. And
Dude,
I'm
this
like,
is my
"What are
favorite
you
couple
doing?"
in Hong Kong. This is like, hashtag goals. It's these
yeah.
two people.
That's who I want to be.
Yeah.
Speaking of like neighborhood stuff, do you ever think of? I know you said you only do 2 big events now. Once Halloween, once in the summer. Was there ever talks about let's do something smaller in the middle, leading up to things?
So yeah, the last event we did try and do collaborations with, say, our partners. We actually did go to football club and
Yeah.
supported at like Soccer Sevens. We
Okay.
went to Bobby's Rabble, which is like a
Yeah.
long time partner of ours,
Yeah.
and did like a mini pop up with them. And then also the Midnight Runners. I don't know if you
Yeah,
guys
of course.
know
Yeah.
the big running group.
Yeah.
We also did something with them in Paddle Central. So
Right.
so yes is the answer to
Yeah.
doing smaller stuff,
events,
Yeah.
but it's normally to promote the big one.
Of
Sure.
course. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there is definitely a space for us if we do want to do something smaller and more intimate. But I'm not sure.
When
Yeah.
does the Halloween one go on sale?
I would say we're probably going to go on sale the end of August, start of September.
Okay.
This is
Yeah.
also we've not actually officially released
Sure,
all this
sure, sure.
information.
Right, yeah.
But that is the next
Good.
one.
Exclusive
But
for
it'll be-
our
That
rights,
is exclusive.
Is
yeah,
it
breaking
on
news.
Halloween night or do you plan it on the weekend?
It's on Halloween night.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is Halloween night weekend this
It's a
year?
Saturday.
Oh, amazing.
Everyone's
Yeah. We
fucked.
actually don't usually do. We either have no show or a very small show because, of course, it's like for some reason it's the biggest night of the year in Hong Kong.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Much bigger than New Year sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I was in the beer industry, we'd like look at some of the reports on a monthly basis. I'd sell more beer during Halloween than like New
No,
Year's
it
and
is.
Christmas
It is
combined.
bigger
Yeah.
than New Year's Eve here in
Yeah.
a lot of ways. I think it's because New Year's Eve people look at like going somewhere, like being
Experiences.
experiences,
Yeah,
but on Halloween people just want to be on the street.
Just get fucked.
Just get fucked.
Yeah.
Stay on the street
Makes
and
sense.
just party, right?
You said
Which is super
Halloween
cool.
will be bigger. Like this month, you said it was like 550 people. Something like is Halloween double that size? Do you try and fit 1,000 people?
Yeah. So the last one we did when it was Halloween, we had 750. So that's
Oh,
been
wow.
our biggest one
At
ever.
the football club.
At the
Yeah.
football club,
Nice.
yeah. And it was crazy. It was awesome. But we're hoping to get more than that this time. We appreciate it. It's like competitive for that night.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
also feel if we get, I guess, our branding and everything sorted,
Of course.
that someone's going to pick
Sure.
that over maybe being on the street.
Yeah,
And
no,
also,
fair.
I think
Yeah.
in terms of like the consumer side of things, as a guest going to Got Balls, I found it just convenient. You know, like usually when you go to events in Hong Kong, you pay a ticket price and then you got to stand in line, get a beer.
Yeah.
I was sitting at this table. People were pouring beer for me. Like
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
great.
It's,
I rarely stood up to go out to the bar to get a beer. Like there was champagne being poured. Beer was
Nice.
unless you wanted to get a cocktail, you were fine. And I think for Halloween it would just make sense. Like let them take care of the booze. Let me just go have a good time. So, I'm
So
not
is the
running
venue
around.
running the F&B?
So the venue takes care of the F&B.
Yeah, okay.
So we have,
but obviously they have enough staff, as Ishan said. Like,
oh yeah, it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like a team of 50 in there.
And they were
Nice.
great. They were super
Yeah.
friendly, really nice. They seem to have a good time themselves.
Yeah. They I think we've done how many events there now? That might have been our 6th or 7th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're like used to us in terms of
Sure.
they know what our crowds
Yeah.
like. I actually also think our crowd is pretty well behaved.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
everyone's doing a free flow.
yeah.
And the actual gameplay controls people.
Sure.
So even though it's like all this chaos happening around
Yeah.
the room, when everyone's doing the numbers, they're sat
Everyone's
down.
really quiet.
And
yeah.
Nice.
And then that's when I think table service comes in because there's people just like doing nothing, like
Yeah.
waiting for drinks to be poured.
I do remember this one really nice moment. I think it was round 2. We had the dance off. Everyone's standing on the chairs. Everyone's having a great time. There's beer been spilt everywhere. New drinks come in, and then suddenly you go, "All right, next numbers." Everyone sits down. Pin drop silence. That was such a beautiful moment. I haven't seen 500 people go so quiet so
Right.
quickly.
Yeah.
It's,
And it was almost eerie. It was very like
No, it's like such a funny contrast. You can go from sort of raving on your chair to
Yeah. Also, while you're hosting, like you've got a really nice voice, but also it doesn't seem like militant. You know, you're quite friendly, you're quite nice,
Yeah.
and when you talk, people just listen to you.
Well, that's lucky. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I guess a long time of seeing the show and
Yeah.
understanding everyone is there to have a laugh at the end of the day, and
Yeah.
even with my approach, I try to make sure that I'm
Sure.
not too intimidating.
Yeah.
I can
don't wanna-
actually imagine after this that you might get a few people who are reaching out in terms of like sponsorship or event like you know product exposure or stuff like this. How would you do like a quick like sales pitch? It's like why you should have your fucking whatever plant product at our show.
Well, I think there's no other event that is going to give you the exposure how we do it.
Right. So and what is it that you do?
Well, I mean, like before the actual show, we'll try and create content, whether that's coming to meet you, show like what it is you do, and
Right.
then get that across in a fun and playful way that matches our brand as well.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you're F&B, it doesn't matter if you're a product. We'll try and expose that through our database, through our socials, and then actually at the event, if you're a partner, your logo is on the screen from like minute 1 to the very end until we're telling people where to go for the after party.
Right.
And then there's like certain moments through the night. So for like Thunderwear, the first prize of the night, when we're introducing the prize, they're like polished social media videos up on the screen.
Yeah,
And people are
yeah.
like, wow, what's this?
Yeah.
Conversations are happening about, I guess, Thunderwear.
Right.
And then when it comes to the actual prize, it's like, bang, you've won again. And then we're in the, I guess, post-event part now where we can push people towards our partners again.
Right.
So it's like
Yeah.
pre, at the show,
Post.
after it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see a little uptick after Got Balls on online sales in
Oh,
Hong Kong.
nice.
So it's working.
Yeah.
I mean, we are ambassadors for sure of the Thunderwear.
Oh, 100%. I was just asking
Yeah.
George again. He was like, "Oh, how's Thunder?" He was like, "The lads were wearing it again."
Nice.
So,
I mean, it is. Yeah. It's this is unpaid advertising. It is very comfy. It is
very
really
comfy.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was so happy with it on the night as well because my outfit was very, let's say, small.
Revealing.
Yeah, revealing.
What were you wearing?
Well, I was a 60s. I was dressed as a 60s girl, so I
Right.
had like I guess a psychedelic sort of dress on.
Yeah.
but it was tiny. It was like
It
it was like I think it was a Taobao 4XL.
Yeah.
But
And you're a big boy too.
Yeah.
For people just listening.
Yeah, yeah.
How tall are you?
I think like 6'3".
What is that in centimeter?
Like 191.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You're actually proper
So-
tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
but it was great, and they were so comfy.
I also noticed with each time you present a prize or something, you had different costume changes with your team.
Yeah.
When you guys did the paddle, there was like a whole tennis outfit.
That's it.
Nice.
That's it. Yeah, well, every prize comes with like a big visual. So like for you guys, we had the
Jacob Elordi blanket.
Yeah, Jacob Elordi blanket,
Wearing Thunderwear.
wearing Thunderwear. If it's like, I think one of our gym partners on the night who gave away whatever it was, we had like a David Hasselhoff cardboard cutout.
Yeah.
So it's like every partner prize we'll put with like a silly.
You're actually tailor made, like
Yeah,
a
we'll-
custom made kind of.
We'll do like a tailor made big visual.
Sure.
So it's a bit a bit of fun, and then those visuals hopefully.
So I
keep
think
on
it's
being used
very
from the night.
refreshing to see brands do that, where it's not send me what your brand's about and I'll just read it out.
No,
it's like
yeah.
your voice. It's like what you think of the brand, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, no, it was great.
Let's go back a little bit to your I guess your time before Hong Kong. Have you always been in the UK or did you live somewhere else?
So I was predominantly the whole time in the UK, like Southwest is where I'm from, which is like Exeter, which is like rural, very
Right.
small town, very small city. The focus was very much just on
What's
sport.
the city?
It's called Exeter. So
Okay.
it's
I can identify cities by football teams, and I guess you don't even have a football team.
yeah, no, well, we do, but I think they're way
Lower
down the
tiers.
league.
Like I know Wigan, for example.
Well, that's more like a rugby league town. That's like
Right.
north. That's like around Liverpool, I think.
Right?
isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. How do you say it? Exeter.
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 Exeter. Okay.
Yeah.
And then so you grew up there, and then how did you end up here?
So essentially finished university and was like, I think my brother at the time was playing in Australia, and I was like looking to do something similar where you give, I guess, your rugby CV to like a guy, and he's like, you can go play in Italy or Australia and then
Is that
Hong Kong.
like the equivalent of like how the Americans do the college like sponsorship? Yeah, sports sponsorship kind of thing.
Sort of, yeah. It's kind of you essentially get offered like a different club in a different, I guess, place around the world, and then it's up to you to be like, this has this opportunity.
Okay.
And then I think the only reason I came here was because I had a few friends who I went to uni with who are actually from here. And I was like, what's it like? Because I mean, like in my head, I think it's going to be like, you type into YouTube or Hong Kong and it's the colonial buildings.
We take junk boats to work every day. Aqua Luna.
But he was like, no, it's amazing. And I think even back in those days, like I think it was like 2015 when I first came, or like even before that, the city was so pumping. Like every weekend there was something massive happening.
Yeah.
And then it was great. It was a really good time.
And you were teaching right from the start?
So playing rugby and then teaching, but when I did 1 year and then was like went home and then studied again,
right?
To be a teacher, and then did 2 years back home, and then sort of got itchy feet again for I guess something like this again, and then I just applied to a load of jobs, and then got a job, and that was it. Really, it was like 7 years later after doing that full time. I was we'd started the event stuff. And
did you always know? Did you have a feeling that you want to be in more like event space?
To be honest, like I think it was more just when we got our events going, and it was like so much fun, and it was like a snowball. It was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The opportunities that were coming up for us were like really, really cool, and like meeting different brands and like different groups that we could work with. When I was teaching, I was like, I feel like I'm missing out on all the cool things that are popping up, and I can't actually do the job that we needed to do to get it to where we are now. So I was like, as soon as PR hit, I was get my residency, and
and also drinking with children is not as fun.
That's true.
I must say, like, teachers drink a lot though.
Oh yeah, our audience. We had one line of our like 50 people at the last event that we knew was all
just
from
teachers,
from one school. So our teachers are huge for our group.
Of course, I think just recently it was like end of year on a weekday, Wednesday, and I know at least 5 or 6 different groups of teachers who like texted me saying, "We're going on a pub crawl. We're going to drop by Dead Poets," and I'm like, all of you don't come at the same time, please. Like, I'll be like overwhelmed.
Let's before Ishan, we have a segment at the end called placeholder title called Ishan Wanna Know. We're gonna change, or wants to know rather. But before we do that, I would also like want to get some highlights of like things going wrong at the events, having done it for so long.
One of the funniest, I mean, even on our first...
I guess low lights, but
no, I mean, we've had so many funny moments where it's like a massive fuck up. Our first event in Wong Chuk Hang, like we always have like a special big intro with like our performers coming out. In those days, it was like he had to go out of a fire escape and then like down this thing. And he's Big Dan is his name. He was dressed as Conor McGregor, and like tattoos across the chest, Irish flag around his back. He'd gone out round the back, and then he was locked out of the building. And then we're like playing his intro song. We're like, where is he? And it's just this banging coming from like this fire escape.
Oh, you can hear the banging.
So that was pretty funny.
Did people think it's by design that like you guys are like, oh, it looks like he got stuck?
Where is he? That was pretty funny. I'm trying to think. Just
anything funny of the last one this month?
Any like mess ups or like things that have gone really badly wrong. I can't think of stuff right off the top of my head. Like that's the one that sticks out.
And what is a moment when you felt like you might be a bit overwhelmed?
Oh my God, the first time we did it in the Western Market, when we went from like 200 people to 400 people, and we'd never done it in that venue. We massively underestimated like the room and what it could take.
Yeah.
And like we actually had to put people onto the top tier
Right.
because we were overflowing in terms of space. So that was like in terms of putting on events, a massive learning curve.
Yeah. Yeah, was there
I
a
think-
moment like, you know, I've done this for 12 years now. Is there a moment when you're like, ah, shit, like I'm like a little bit like this is too much for us, for our team? Of course, you think on your feet and everything, but did you have that like realization, like, ah, shit, this is a little too big?
Well, I think at that point we were like, we're never not going to go for like Viking long table
Sure.
style again. We,
Right.
we were using some of the venues like Chinese
Different
like,
tables.
dim
Right.
sum,
Yeah, yeah.
So like
circular
round tables or yeah,
which are all full for space.
It's a nightmare.
Whereas,
yeah,
like-
they're really
Yeah.
not space efficient at all.
Yeah, so that was a big learning curve. I mean, there's definitely oh my god, there's been a few times where like speakers and stuff have cut off, and
Oh, yeah.
then
Oh, no.
you're there with an audience just like looking at you, being like, "What's happening?"
Yeah.
And then you're like, "Just like 1 minute," or
Yeah,
I know Ben's laptop has just like crashed.
Yeah.
So I think it was actually after COVID we had a 3-year break,
Yeah.
and then when people start coming in, it was like music up, 40 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
Whole computer just went dead.
Yeah.
And we were like, right, this is a
Oh
problem.
no.
Yeah.
So that's happened a few times. But touch wood.
Yeah.
We are just a smooth event. Like
Sure.
like
No,
you
it
saw
really
the other
was.
day.
Like I think the first thing I told Mo, I actually met him
Yeah.
post the event. I was also very lit.
Yeah, he was lit. Yeah.
We actually went
He
to
was so
Bobby's.
lit. He went before Bobby's. He went to this random bar, like the wine. What is it called?
Divino.
Divino.
Also, I didn't walk in there. My cousin and her friends were like, "Oh my god, they're playing Spice Girls." I'm like, "I don't want to." We just came from God Balls.
Yeah.
Like, why do we have to do this?
And it's one of these bars. I'm sure. Do you know what it is? Divino.
I'm not sure if I do. What
Right.
else?
Exactly. It's
It's
kind of one of
on
these
Wyndham.
bars on Wyndham that like there's like a stretch of
It's
bars.
next to the post office. The
Okay.
wine bar.
Yeah.
Alright.
And stretch of bars that normal people don't ever walk in for a reason.
Hey, but
Yeah, yeah.
it was fun because
I know, but I'm a bit claustrophobic. It was just very. It's like a super long, tiny, like it's like a very narrow, long bar.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And then it's like, yeah, the car's going wild for Backstreet Boys. And I walked in on 5 minutes. I'm like, I hate it here. Yeah.
I like how we did that, and then immediately like, all right, let's get out of here.
And then we went to Bobby's
And
Rebel.
then
I had a great time.
walked into Bobby where I was packed as fuck. We're
Yeah.
like, this is great. This is amazing.
Well, our
Say hi
buddy
to Brandon,
Brandon,
get some shots.
our buddy Brandon.
Oh, I love Brandon.
Yeah, he's such a cool guy. Like Brandon can run a cemetery, and I will have fun because he's a great dude.
Yeah. I knew my night was over when those fireballs came out. The one
Oh,
good
yeah.
thing about God Balls is like, because drinks are flowing so easily, you don't have the need to do shots.
No, you don't. You don't. Yeah.
Was it always by design that you guys want a free flow?
It's more like with venues and licensing, like you can't, like if we were going to go to a spot and then it's like pay for beer,
It's a nightmare.
it's a nightmare, and
Yeah.
it's
Right.
also just like your experience as well. Like your experience the other night was it's smooth.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
come
yeah.
in, it's drinks. You get
Right.
table service.
True.
Like all
Yeah.
this stuff adds to
Yeah.
I guess you having a good time. Whereas if you go to an event, I don't know, anywhere around here where it's not free flow.
Yeah.
And then you might queue for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I went
Why
to-
do I have to buy a token? This
Yeah.
is stupid.
Yeah. One last question before Ishan wants to know. How do you, like, if you are, because Ishan and I were talking about some projects together, and one of the things that comes up is when you're doing free flow, how do you control the you know, the money aspect of it? It's like, how do you not lose control over how much people are drinking and stuff like this?
As in, how do we keep control of people being drunk, or how do
Both,
you? How,
like people being drunk, and also in the end of like how does it work like financially?
Like how much
a
alcohol's been
how much?
consumed?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
well, I mean, when you put on an event, you have overheads of venue, which
Yeah.
is also included with the alcohol.
Yeah.
You then have to pay security, sound lighting,
Of course, yeah.
performers, X, Y, and Z. So you know your total of like. That's my overheads,
Yeah.
and then we have to sell X amount of tickets to hit that.
Of course. I'm interested particularly in the free flow because I feel like just as an event producer, that's kind of scary. That's why I'm curious about it.
Okay, so it's definitely scary having 500 people, 800 people. on a free
Exactly.
flow.
Yeah.
But the format of the actual event, because it has the 30 minutes
Yeah.
of like, this is us playing bingo, sat down, controlled.
Yeah.
Like people don't want to leave their chair to go and get a drink. And I know there's table service, which is amazing. But
Yeah.
like the majority might just have one drink for half an hour.
Right.
And then that ends up being, I don't know, you might have 4 or 5 drinks
Sure.
over 2 hours.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think Hong Kong is a I don't know, everyone's used to free flow in a way.
Yeah.
So maybe people are okay. We also tell people there's no food at our events.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Have
we
dinner before you come.
We tell them you've got to eat
Yeah.
a lot before you come.
Yeah, it's true. But I think there's also this like notion of like free flows that at least I've seen being in this here for a while. Anytime you tell someone there's free flow, they start high and then you slow down
Yeah.
because you think you can drink 20 beers in an hour. You fucking can't. Like,
Yeah.
I had 3 beers before the thing started because I was just thirsty.
Right.
And then I did slow down after that. I was like, okay, 1 gin and tonic
You
an hour.
settle in, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that works out in a way, especially when you're sitting down and not doing much.
Well, from my side, I'm looking forward. Definitely after talking to you, I'm looking forward to the October one. I'll make sure I'm there.
It's gonna be good.
To
Yeah.
have fun, and then of course we'll talk about like how we can work together and all of this. But now it's time for the new segment, and this is
Yes.
now we have tried it last week on Vivek, and I think it's pretty cool. So Ishan wants to know.
Yeah, because it's very new, I don't have a jingle added yet.
Yeah.
But just imagine a jingle playing before I ask you these things.
Yeah.
Again, working title, just call it Ishan Wants to Know. Very quick questions. I don't want you to think about it too much. You can explain your answer after.
All right. So I'm
But
just going to
here-
get a short answer.
Yeah, very quick, and then we can delve deep into it. Mr. George, question number 1. Ketchup or mayo?
Mayo.
Why?
I just love mayonnaise in sandwiches.
Yeah,
Chuck it on top of pizza.
good. Also, ketchup can get fucked. I hate ketchup.
Oh, this is.
myself.
I think this is the first time we pre-recorded for full
Yeah.
disclosure a few episodes before. This is the first time the three of us agree on it.
This
Like, the mayo.
Yeah.
We're all mayo people.
Yeah.
Nice.
Question number 2. What was your first concert?
Oh my goodness. Maybe I went with my mum to Cream.
Holy
oh,
shit.
fun.
Clapton. You saw
Yeah.
Clapton for your first concert.
Yeah. it
Cool.
was in
Jesus.
Albert Hall. It was unreal.
Fuck you.
How
Yeah.
old were you?
Like 10 or something. It was,
Jesus.
it was
Nice.
like they were doing like a
reunion?
20, 30
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was unreal.
Damn.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
yeah.
the first concert.
Was it a London concert or?
Yeah, in the
Yeah, Albert Hall. Yeah,
oh, the Albert
fucking
Hall.
huge.
Yeah. Oh, amazing. Oh my God.
Damn.
That's a dream venue. Like one of my my idols, Basim Youssef, he's a Egyptian now American comedian. He just did the Royal Albert Hall like headliner, and just the photos from there give me like goosebumps.
That's
And
when
how
you know
cool
you
it-
made it. You know,
It's
if you've done a show
yeah.
there,
If you
you're good.
so, Bill Burr has a special on YouTube, on Instagram. Fuck, what am I saying? On Netflix, his special it's called Paper Tiger, and it's really good special. But it's filmed at the Royal Albert Hall,
Yeah.
and it just how beautiful it looks. Yeah, it's
insane.
Do you
yeah.
think at some point we'll do God Balls at Royal Albert Hall?
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
That would be the pinnacle.
I mean, do you, we'll talk about this at the Patreon,
Yeah.
but let's continue. Number 3, who do you think should be on this podcast?
Who do I think should be? Well, I know Ben, who is a co-founder, who's
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
in
yeah.
soon.
Yeah.
Are you talking like the GOAT? Like, I
yeah,
mean,
but
it's
someone
really up to you.
realistically we can talk to, not
Yeah.
like the Prime Minister of England.
right.
Yeah.
someone. I mean,
Someone in Hong Kong.
I'm trying to think. Just interesting. Well, I mean, having done lots of stuff with like Bobby's, like Brandon would be so
Yeah,
funny.
yeah,
to
yeah.
get
Yes,
some
we-
dirty-
Brandon, we actually spoke about this before.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon, definitely.
get some stories from Brandon. Even
Yeah.
though
Oh.
I know lots of interesting stories from the the X Files with Brandon. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
he'd
Yeah.
probably have some good ones for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Brandon, Bobby's manager. Okay.
Yeah. And we are recording this on a Tuesday. Your episode will come out next Monday. But in the past week, what was the highlight of your week? It could be good or bad. Yeah.
I went to Disneyland yesterday for my girlfriend's birthday.
That's
Cute.
so
It's
adorable.
It was
Yeah.
my first time ever going in like 15 years.
Oh wow!
Um,
What was that like?
It was great, and it was a Monday, so it was
Yeah.
like,
Very
there was
quiet.
no one there.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
did you go on her birthday because it's free? You get
no,
like a free ticket?
No, I wish it was free.
It's Ocean Park is free.
Oh, Ocean
Disneyland
Park,
is
not
not.
Disneyland. Yeah.
No, so we like nailed every single ride in like
Nice.
2 hours.
Yeah.
And then it fucking pissed it down.
Oh.
Yeah.
But then coming back into Hong Kong, I was like, everything seems so sad. After
Yeah.
leaving Disneyland. I was like, why is this wall not covered in glitter?
Yeah. Why is Iron Man not talking to me?
Did you see the parade?
No.
Oh, because it was raining.
When I say it like pissed it down,
Oh,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
sideways rain.
Yeah.
I sometimes I'm a big Disney guy. I love Disney.
Nice.
But sometimes I go to Disneyland and I go, fuck this place. It's the
Yeah.
consumer. But you walk in and you're there for a couple of hours and you go, this place is magical.
Yeah, yeah.
I am a real
does
boy.
suck you. Yeah, it does suck you in.
Yeah.
Did you do my favorite ride? Is the Iron Man
Yes.
like that
Yeah, Iron Man
experience?
VR?
Yeah. That's
that thing's insane.
My family came to visit a few years ago. My mom was like 60. She knows who Iron Man is, but we're from Egypt. Like, she's not particularly familiar with his backstory and stuff. And we did the ride, and she's like, I want to go back right in. She was
so good.
Yeah, it's so cool.
They should
So-
do an Egyptian Iron Man.
It's Iron Man, but it was just like a beard and like a Palestinian kafia. Just flying.
Oh, and George, thank you so much for coming. Last question before you go, and we will talk about a few things on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Last question on Ishan wants to know, what's the best way to consume a potato?
The best way to consume a potato. I mean, I can tell you my favorite way right now is wrap it in tin foil and air fry it for 40 minutes.
Ooh,
And then-
that's new.
Yes.
And then unroll that and split it down the middle, and it's
Fuck yeah.
great.
Put some mayo
Nice.
on
Yeah, get some.
Oh,
mayonnaise
hell
in
yeah.
it. Amazing.
That is great. George, thank you so much. Yeah. thanks for-
Before we log out, is there anything? I mean, obviously you have to plug Godballs for October.
I have it up here. So basically, Godballs Instagram is godballs.hk. We usually ask the guests for their Instagram, but no, you don't want to plug your own Instagram, do you?
No, mine's
Exactly.
Yeah.
mine
If-
doesn't need it. Godballs HK. That's where to see
Godballs.hk. Go follow them, and then I can see that you also we can talk about this a little bit on the Patreon, but I can see a little South African thing. It sounds like you guys are venturing into.
We did do so. We started with a group who got it rolling over in South Africa last
Hell
year.
yeah.
So that's
Nice.
exciting.
Very exciting.
That's very
Yeah.
exciting because it is something that you can franchise, replicate basically everywhere, as long as there's white people. All right. We'll see. Do we have a date for October?
Yeah, unofficially. But
Yes.
I guess breaking news, we're going to
Yeah.
be doing Halloween. So
Oh, yeah,
Saturday,
that's right.
31st.
Okay. Hell yeah. Then we'll see you there.
I
yeah.
mean, before we say goodbye, with the Patreon, there might be a chance for you to win some tickets to Godballs, but we will tell you how you can win that if you join the Patreon.
Yeah.
Once again, George, thank you so much for doing this.
You guys.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you at Godballs in October. We'll see you at the stand-up comedy shows with Backstage Comedy, and we'll see you on the patreon.com/hohopod. See you and have a good week.